don't know about you guys, but this is tough.
It's a good problem.
This is, when we say we're here to do the hard work for y'all, this is what we mean.
First, I do want to start you off with a tour just so we can go through the distillery, get to see everything, see how it's made, and then we'll make our way out to the warehouse and get to the fun stuff. So. Have 14 rick houses. Some of these out here hold about 23,000 barrels each. Some of them hold, like these out front, hold about 30,000. And then we have some in the back that hold 58,800. We need more capacity. So a couple years ago, we bought about 300 acres across the road. If you take a left out of the parking lot here, it's just like right around the curve. We've built 4 over there now. And there's plans to build like 13 or 14 total. I think they said they want to get like 28 to 30 warehouses before we're all said and done. So we'll keep building. They do about 2 a year for the last 10 years now. So we'll keep building and just have more capacity. It's a little warm this weekend, but it has been getting cooler, and it's just going to keep getting colder and colder. And that's what you want for aging the bourbon, is this natural climate that we get right here in central Kentucky. And in Bardstown, you know, this is the bourbon capital of the world because 95% of the bourbon in the world is made within 100 miles of right here where we're standing. So you get all 4 seasons, and that's perfect for aging bourbon in white American oak, because in the summer when it gets real hot and real humid, that oak will expand and the bourbon soaks real deep into the wood, and that's when it's picking up 100% of its color and then all of that flavor and characteristic from the charred white oak. Then in the winter it gets cold, so it's starting to cool down now. It's going to get a lot colder in here. It'll be below freezing at times, and then that oak will contract and it squeezes that bourbon back into the barrel. They are about 5 years and 11 months old. All right, I know I said 6-year minimum on everything, so we're not going to bottle these for another month because they got to hit that 6-year point. We're about 3 weeks out from these being, or I guess like 4. It's the beginning of December when these will hit 6 years old. So 70% corn, 18% rye, 12% malted barley, math, right? All of these that you're tasting are at 110 proof, and that's what it's going to be bottled at, 110.
Fred, what do you think about 1 and 3?
So 1 jumped out at me at the beginning with the nose, and as I kept on going back to it, it just seemed to be more balanced, sweet up front, spice, and then come back to sweet on the finish. The third one was actually my third pick, only because the fourth one was so unique, but that one is, the number 3 is really good. It's corny, but not in a bad way, and the more I go back to it, the more cherry I get out of it. So torn, but 1 is my favorite.
Initially 1, the nose for me stood out. It imprinted. It smelled great. I think over the course of the 4 of them, taste, I agree with Fred. It was well balanced. I think the back end finish was transition. I thought it was really good. 3, great, great finish on it. But every time I go back to 1, it just confirms what I initially thought. It's solid, drinks easy. I think it's very good.
Yeah, I think 3 shows itself quite a bit faster than number 1 does. I feel like number 1's a little bit more complex. It has a little bit of a delay to the finish, and if you sit with it for a while, it keeps going and going. So the uniqueness of that puts 1 at the top for me.
So I like 3 a lot, because it really tastes like I'm actually sitting in a distillery, rick house, besides for the fact we are sitting in a rick house, but like it tastes like I'm smelling what I'm drinking. Whereas I think 1's more, probably for the masses, it's more of a bourbon kind of profile, but I like the graininess, the corniness of 3. But I pick 3 personally, but I think 1 is a better product.
3 really had me first time through and second time through. It's just big and powerful, and the finish goes on forever. A/B comparing though, 1 is super brown sugar, caramel, sweet, like a party in my mouth. It's a lot of fun.
When I went through all 4, 1 brought me in with the nose right away. It was unique, definitely sticks with you for a while. 1 is way more sweet, the butterscotch kind of brown sugar. It is delicious and crushable, and yeah, that's one's my winner.
When you taste these 2 side by side, it's crazy that they're even the same mash bill, because they are quite a bit different. Glass 3, I got this butterscotchy note on it, and the finish is got a boatload of spice, but it lasts forever. Really, really good. But I think 1 is the very clear winner here. This thing hooked me, to Corey's point earlier, hooked me right from the start on the nose. I wrote down rich and buttery, and it's kind of got like this butterscotch cola type of thing going on in there as well. I love this bottle. I love this barrel. I'm so excited for this one. This exceeded every expectation I had for these. You guys are gonna love this one.